gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to our show. You are on Jan City Podcast. We have some special guests in the house tonight. Freeze, J.Thaddeus, a couple of rappers from the hood. These guys know music. That's what they do with their lives every day. They love it. They're deep. And we got them here in the studio so that they can tell us a little story and tell us about their lives and tell us what it's like to be a rapper. How you doing, guys?
Good. How you doing?
Good.
Jan the man.
Good. Welcome to the hood where it's good. Inglewood, right?
Again, it's great to be here. Thanks for having us, for sure.
Hey, no problem.
Ready to get talking about some hip hopping.
That's right. Let's get it going.
Shiz knocking.
Let's get it going. You guys out there, we're seeing questions on our Facebook Live and stuff like that. So feel free to question us. Throw some shout outs out there, and we'll see what we can do about saying hi to you guys. Okay. Looks like Jay's got a whole bunch of peeps already going off here. Anthony's saying hi. Right, we got Alexandra on my side saying hi. My cuz, how's it going, everybody? This is live, and a lot of you people are watching Facebook at night, sitting there at home on the couch, wondering what the hell to watch. Well, now you're watching us. Welcome to the Jan City Podcast, right?
Word.
So, Freeze, let's go. Let's start at the beginning. What set you boys onto hip hop? What set you guys onto this music? Tell the people what was the beginning.
Well, it's a in-depth story for sure. I guess as a kid, you know what I mean. You're just running around doing whatever you can do to pass the time, to have fun.
That's
my
right.
older brothers. I'm the youngest of five, and my older brothers, they were in a hip hop group out in Winnipeg, and I guess they started making a little name for themselves. So as I grew up, like around 11, 12, I started just hanging around with them, getting the vibe of the music thing that they were doing.
Okay.
And that's how I jumped into it.
So you're just hanging around, just
exactly.
being a fly on the wall, basically.
There you go. And then one show they just brought me along, and then after I came along, I was kind of hooked to the thing. You know what I'm saying? I loved it. And I guess we started. My brother, he was a producer. He produced some mad beats. You know what I mean? And he started showing me the technical side of music making, the art of creating a song. Of
course.
Seeing it through to the end.
Yeah.
And I learned a lot from him. MIZ.
How to build it, how to sequence things, all of that. Yeah.
And I was falling in love with it just more and more and more. And I kind of just took that, ran with it, just kept on creating. And then I noticed, like, when I started thinking of a lyric, I also started thinking of a beat. That's what led me to producing my own beat and stuff like so. And through the knowledge that my brother had given me, I knew how to sit down and make my own beat. So I could make my own song from scratch. So I started doing original.
It's powerful stuff right there.
You
That's really powerful.
And I
thank laying down the bass tracks, everything, right? Everything, the beat, the melodies, the whole night.
And actually, it makes me think, unfortunately, how we had a loss in the hip hop community just the other day. Prodigy.
Okay.
He was a huge influence, like directly, in a sense that my brother, the reason why he started making music was because of Mobb Deep and Prodigy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Quiet Storm, all of that.
Huge influence from those guys.
Without him starting to even think about making music, I would have never known about the craft exactly, or maybe found out too late, or maybe found out, you know what I mean, in a different way. I appreciate that for the most. So in a way, he's directly linked to a time in our history books, as he is with a lot of other people. So we kind of
shout out to the love for Prodigy.
For sure. R.I.P.
Check him out.
HNIC forever. Definitely lives on. So I guess through music, as any artist, when you start off by what are you looking at?
Your phone
is doing it.
I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.
That's dope. How you guys doing?
We hope to teach you guys something from all of our ranting here tonight, too. So it's not going to be some endless babble that no one's going to get anything out of this. We're going to teach you guys a little something too. Okay, so hang in with us. Okay, we're going to get to somewhere.
For sure.
So back to this. So Freeze right here, people will say, oh, he's a rapper, right? I thought he was just a rapper, right? But no, Freeze is a singer and a songwriter, and that's important to note, okay? So yeah, he can rap, but he can make the melodies and the beats. He can assemble a song. He can actually produce an actual mix in a song from scratch, and that's something really powerful, and not a lot of people have that skill out there. So Freeze, good on you, homie.
Appreciate it.
You put your ear to all of that, and you're able to self-teach yourself how to do that, right? Self-taught kind of in a way.
It's a groundwork. Right? Anyone can do it if you put your mind to it.
Okay. Let's bounce over to Jay for a sec. Let's let him have the mic. Jay, tell us about what started you in music and what your role is.
I mean, like, I've always been, like rapping.
Hey, Rudy.
Oh, what up, Rudy? Yeah, no, I've always been rapping since I was a kid. And then, like, even growing up, I've just been doing performing arts since, like, my mom put me in like different types of performing arts all the time, so I was always on stage. But the first time I actually got to like rap on stage was I opened up for Flow Rider back in like 2008, I think.
Okay.
And then just being on stage, I've been addicted ever since. So I've just been going hard ever since then.
Okay. I'm trying to move the microphone here so we can see our faces, and it's not just, there, it gets better over here. I think it's there. That's better. We can see each other. There we go. So how far back? What grade again was that?
Like since I started just like rapping rap?
Yeah. So like high school, you said?
No. I think like the first time I heard like OPP or Naughty by Nature, I used to just like memorize like all those raps.
That's right.
I just rap OPP like over and over again, like that.
You down with OPP? Yeah, you know me. You down with OPP? Yeah, you know me. So, funny story. OPP comes to Calgary. They go to the Palace nightclub in like 2010, I believe. No, 2001 even. I think 2001 OPP was at the Palace, and I hung out with them. Yeah, and I hung out with them. Naughty by Nature, not OPP the song, but yes, Naughty by Nature, and we were backstage, and those guys are really really cool guys, man. Just so you know that they were so hip and fun, and they were old school then. That was 2001, and that song was already old school then. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that goes way back. Rap music never dies. Like we're listening to classic hip hop on the online radio right now, right? What do you guys think of classic hip hop versus new school hip hop? Just give us a little bit of feeling on that.
I mean, I'm an old head, so I like the classic hip hop. This new stuff is pretty interesting too. It lacks kind of like that. Let's say like the introspective kind of like more like conscious kind of lyricism that I prefer. But I mean, I'm old head, so
yeah.
But I still like it. Like the beats, it's just evolved.
It has evolved. Yeah. It has evolved. I see the songs have less and less lyrics and more repetition, right? Even that big song from The Weeknd there, he says the exact same line the whole friggin' song, right? I'm not going to say it because you guys already heard it. Yeah. So that song just drives me bonkers, but it's still amazing though. You're just like, you're still bobbing your head and you're like, I can't believe this song says the same thing the whole thing. Yeah. I like interesting music. I'm with you on that. I like telling a story, and I would guess that you're a storyteller, right?
In my music, yeah, definitely more so. It's funny though, because like sometimes I'll listen to like tracks and I'm like, the song is like for instance that I'm in love with the coco.
Yeah, I like that one.
That song is so good, but it's terrible.
Exactly. It's an example of that.
Terrible song, but like when I hear it like in the club, I love it.
Of course.
You know what I mean? So
yeah,
it's kind of interesting.
Like about music in general, it's kind of it's a blank canvas.
It is.
J. Cole that said that. It's terrible, but it's simple. Perfect imperfections that make the sound, you know what I mean, as powerful as it is, even though it's so simplistic.
It does.
That's what I love about music as well.
Delio just said it hasn't gotten more. It hasn't evolved. It just got dumbed down.
Diluted.
Well, less is more.
Diluted. We actually have a lot of viewers tonight, man. I think our we're recording over here for later on YouTube and stuff like that. But we got 2 live feeds going on, Jan and J.Thaddeus' feeds, and we got a lot of people on tonight. We got more than usual. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. Let me say thank you because this is local stuff. These are your friends right here. We're your homies. You see us out everywhere. Say hi to us. Let us know if you like tonight's podcast and tell us to do more because we plan to do more. When these guys have shows coming up, we want to announce them, talk live about what's happening, who's coming, who the special guests are. After some mixtapes are released, we want these guys back and talk about their mixtapes and where to find them and where to get them. Let me take a quick minute to tell you guys our website. So we got J.Thaddeus over here. That's JTHADDEUS.com. And we got Freeze. And his website is Freeze Music, and it's spelled FREEZEMUSIQ.com. There's a tricky end on the music, so it's MUSIQ.com. And check these guys out online. They've got tons of videos, tons of songs. If you haven't heard some of them yet, go check them out. You love music, you love hip hop. These guys have been writing and producing awesome tracks. And they're singing of the now, like they're speaking the words of today and things like that. And I really like that. I like that feeling of the now too. And a lot of music sometimes is dated or it's someone else's vibe somewhere else. And at least these guys are right in the energy of our lives in our community right here. And that's what I love about their music because their vibe is our vibe. And that's why I love these boys. We're repping 403 all day and now the 587 too because we got that second number.
well appreciated.
So let's go, Freeze. Tell someone about your mixtapes. I heard you got some hot shit on the block all the time.
Well, yeah, keep it coming. And see, I've kind of like devised my own way of kind of putting these things out. It comes off of how I make my music, I guess. When you say like storytelling through music, I kind of tell a story as well. It's my own story.
Yep.
I don't write the music. I kind of just let it come. You know, he doesn't write as well, right? No. You know, yeah. So
the writing is what you're saying. Hey, I don't sit here doing poetry.
Exactly.
It comes out of me naturally.
Exactly.
Like a waterfall.
I just push it, and that's how I find the most intuitive, like in touch with myself I can get.
Yeah.
Is when you release yourself of exactly. So with that being said, I work on songs and I can produce. I do everything on my own, right? So I release songs on a regular basis.
Yep.
And I say a project to me is a feeling. It's a moment in time. You know what I mean? Who's that? I'm glad to see you recovered from the 6. Oh, don't tell me no. Yeah, that's Domino's. That's low class. I see you. But yeah, no, that's my brother right there.
That's
Thanks
awesome.
for watching.
Anthony.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah,
that's dope. So,
saying something.
So with the tracks, like I release them constantly. And it's a moment in time, so I just push it out. The last one I did was called The Throne. And Throne is... Who's that?
Jay's saying storyteller like Charles Hamilton.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar.
That's okay. We'll look it up in a minute.
Oh, okay, good stuff.
But he's just saying it's like storyteller.
All right, respect.
No. Keep going.
Okay, so yeah.
The mixtape. So
now
you're going down, you're
these
bringing songs together.
I do them and I release them as I do them because I'm always creating. So when a song, when the list reaches about 12 and that feeling kind of expires, that zone that I was in, that's the mixtape. In which it's gradually being built and released as it's going. So it's not
as
like
you're going through emotions and life and feelings and all these things are coming out of you.
How I look at it,
captured in the music.
Exactly.
And then you release that music and then you move on to another chapter.
Exactly.
Is that how it's working?
That's exactly.
I love it.
That's exactly.
I love it. That's amazing.
I figure like my life is a bio. As a bio, it's a musical.
It is.
You know what I mean?
I
break out into song at any point in time
That's
and
awesome.
I release that song. That's how I feel.
Where's the ghetto
That's how I feel. With that being said, I released Throne, the first mixtape, to start a big campaign that I'm feeling. That was like last year, right?
Yeah.
It's been nonstop ever since. Throne, why it started it is it's an abbreviation. True heaven rests on earth.
True heaven rests on earth.
Yes.
Throne.
And every man's...
Some people say hell is on earth, and I disagree all day.
It's whatever you want it.
Exactly.
That's why I say true heaven. Exactly. It's whatever you want it to be. Perception is everything.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why, like with Throne, it's every man's trying to find his own, you know what I mean, way, his own castle, his own throne. You know what I'm saying? And this is my way of doing that. And that's why I say true heaven rests on earth. And I'm just trying to find it. You know what I mean?
I love it.
That was the first mixtape, and that's why I chose that to signal off because this is my pursuit of happiness. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
So with that out, that's a more lyrical conquest sort of let you know what I'm here for. Bust that off, and then I started the Lit mixtape is what I'm on now.
Okay.
So that's constantly
people
being
getting
released.
lit. You getting everybody lit up.
You go to the website, you just press play, and you'll hear the most current. And
are we on SoundCloud? Where are we? Where can we find you?
If you're looking Spotify, type in The Real Kid Canada. You'll catch all the tracks from the Lit mixtape as they come out. They're coming out as we go. You know what I'm saying? And Lit stands for Lost in Time. Now the difference between the Throne mixtape and Lit is that you know those feelings that you get sometimes where you just want to capture that moment and live it forever.
You do.
That's
you get that euphoric wrap around all that.
That's why. And now that's the feeling that I'm in right now.
Okay.
So it's like certain times where I realize, like even Prodigy, when those songs came out, you know what I mean? When you capture that moment, lost in, you just want to stay lost in that time.
I get it.
Time
I get
means
it.
Nothing. So that's what this mixtape is.
Inside the music, you're inside the feeling, you're inside the whole bubble of that emotion, right?
So that's what I'm on currently. And if y'all looking, just check out the website, as he said, freezemusic.com. Click and press play, and you'll hear the most recent. Click the other button, and it'll take you to everything else.
So we're on Spotify. That's a nice feeling, right? To say that you're on there.
You know
okay.
What I mean?
Some of your videos on YouTube, have they been watched by a bunch of peeps? Have you get some good love back on any of that?
Definitely, and well appreciated, Canada-wide.
Where are you on YouTube? What do we search on YouTube?
On YouTube, search The Real Kid Canada. Also, shout out to YSM. Young Successful, that's a group label actually, started by two really good friends of mine, and I joined a little while back. So if you look up YSM Young Successful Music, just Google that, you'll find all of our stuff, everything like so, and shout out like that.
Okay.
Okay.
Just gonna move this back a little bit. See everybody better? Yeah. A little more. All right. So let's get into Jay then. He hasn't said much. Jay's feeling a little sick today. He's not as chipper as he can be some days. I'll just move the mic a little bit more in his direction there. But Jay, tell us something about you now. Tell us where we find you, what to search for you on YouTube. Let's just start there. If you're going to try to find Jay's videos and listen to his music that he's written and he's produced, you're going to find him on YouTube at BlackJuice403. Is that right?
Yeah, that's my personal video page, and then also on Ono Entertainment as well.
Respect,
Okay.
OT.
Yeah.
They would
Respect
say hi.
OT for doing the promo. Respect.
There you go. OT just put Freeze's music up on Jay's live feed on Facebook. So when we share these later, you guys will be able to see those things and get that website. That's okay. So J.Thaddeus Music on Instagram.
Yeah.
And then J.Thaddeus on Twitter.
Yeah, but that's D-O-T. You gotta spell it out.
J.D.O.T. Thaddeus at Twitter.
Yeah.
And then J.Thaddeus is on Facebook as well, so everyone can follow you there.
Yeah.
Right? In the past, you've made some really cool music videos. Some of the things that really attracted me to your music was the story of the now, the places that you guys chose within the city of ours, beautiful Calgary, YYC. And the way that you guys pulled some of that stuff off was just amazing, okay?
Yeah,
I have never seen videos made in our city by any rappers like yourselves. You guys have definitely 5 out of 5 as far as my marks, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everything, catchy tunes, great stories, all of that. So you've built up a whole collection of music there and a whole library, right?
Yep.
What's next? What's next for you? Are you going to keep making videos? Because I think we're waiting for something.
Yeah, I got one in the can right now that I'll probably be releasing pretty soon.
Good.
Shout out to my man Cash Bradshaw. He out in LA right now.
Of course, Cash. We love you, man.
Yeah,
we love you. Big respect from these boys here.
So Cash is out in LA. He's actually grinding hard. He's working on an album in the studio down there, and I'll be featured on that as well.
Nice.
So that's really the next project coming out for me.
Do we have a name of a song? Do we have a feeling, a vibe that we can look for? Do we know anything yet?
Yo, he on that project. He's going for this kind of more laid back, kind of more, for the ladies type joint.
Yeah, yeah.
But you know me, I'm still coming through with that, introspective, lyrical, miracle, spiritual.
I love it. The lyrical, miracle, spiritual.
Yeah.
The spiritual miracle.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yo, it's crazy. Even I always say, even when I try to dumb it down, I cannot. I'm just not a dumb lyricist. So, I mean,
it's intelligent music with you. That's how we're gonna get it.
Yeah.
Right?
So even my dumb stuff is gonna sound like if you got a brain, you're gonna like it.
That's what I like. That's what I like to hear. Sometimes in my business videos that I run during the day, I go to meetings and stuff. I just throw some videos up on Facebook Fun. I just start to rhyme in them automatically. I'm like, we're gonna comb the streets while we go to meets and things like this, right? And I'm like, and people are laughing. My friends are calling me my grade 9 buddies. They're like, they're on Facebook too from grade 9. They're like, yo, that rap you did about the meetings was too funny, man. You're an idiot out there.
Dope.
I love it.
That's dope.
And stuff like that. I'm having fun with it though, just so you know. So
yo, what up, Isaac? I just want to say,
I've always had a bit of rhyme
teasing.
to me. And it's always been natural to me, too. I used to rap by the campfires in high school. We used to do those big bonfires and things like that. And I would always... The one thing I could always remember was the beat, but I'm not that good at remembering the words for some reason. I can't remember all the words to the whole bloody song, I'm one of those guys who can only remember the chorus. Just that one little liner that sticks with me, I'm terrible at that.
So
that's why I could never do this.
Were you like...
so mad respect to you guys for having memory banks to hold all that info, too, okay?
So do you just do like that... remember when that... Snow came out as Informer.
That's right.
That's what I would do. I like your bum bum now.
That's my style of saying. Oh yeah, man. Fuck, I love Snow, man. I watched some interview with him not even that long ago on Vice, I think it was, and he's still, just being the man and just holding it up and remembering the past. And what do you think about the past of music and the now of music and all that? Like, the music never dies, does it? Like, we can enjoy a song from any year, any moment, hey? Would you agree with that?
Well, a good song is... You can't change it. You got to revisit that song for that, that feeling.
Oh, absolutely.
So, I mean, no matter when it's made, those are the timeless ones, and I really like... I don't know.
Yo, it's one thing I was thinking, Michael Jackson's, a perfect example of that. Have you noticed that, almost... every kid goes through a Michael Jackson phase.
I sure do.
And it's always the
I sure do.
The Thriller bad Michael Jackson phase.
We're going to Vegas next week, and I'm going to the Michael Jackson show.
Word.
Okay, we bought tickets. That's for real. We're going to that, and I've never seen it yet, and that's a plan. Like every time we go to Vegas, we buy a show of some kind.
Yeah. Like the Cirque du Soleil one, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
that's dope.
So that's the one we're doing now, and I love Las Vegas.
His music, he'll definitely live on. Like, I mean,
but I was just saying, like, it's crazy how music can always like.
Influence,
it's weird. Like when I was like,
live on.
Yeah, like I remember when I was like 5 years old.
So relevant.
I'd be listening to Michael Jackson, and then like to see like my little nephew listen to Michael Jackson and loving the same thing, and this is like 20 years later.
It's relevant to the lives and the generations as they go.
Who else is going to be that big? Who else is going to touch that many people's lives? Who's going to be the guy, the artist that's going to be the Michael Jackson? Is there one? Is it Drake? Is it who is it? Is it Lil Wayne? Is it anybody who's going to be that big, or are they all big?
To be honest, I think I mean I don't want to put anyone kind of like on MJ's level, but the way I see it right now,
Usher?
I was gonna say Beyonce, really.
Okay.
Like,
yeah, she's big like that.
Somebody like she would be up there.
She's on the top level of big.
You know who else is actually kind of big like that? Is maybe not that big, but like Pac's music is also kind of timeless. Like I see youngins going through like Pac or even like Wu-Tang, like your Delano.
Yeah.
He's like, I remember when he was like 16 years old, I was like, yo, who you listen to? He's like, yo, my favorite rapper is Wu-Tang. I was like, Wu-Tang, like. But it's kind of cool to see, like, you know.
They have the Wu-Tang shirt right
now. Yeah, like
it's good.
There's actually classic hip-hop now, like, that people like.
Yeah, that's the best thing about it.
Hip-hop has gone classic for real, hey?
Yo, what up, Troy? Troy, that's my DJ right there. Troy Foot.
Say hi. Give us some shout-outs. Say some stuff right now. Go ahead. Say hi to people. Who you want to send some love to?
That was my shout-out.
What's up, man?
Come on, Freeze. Let's go back to Winnipeg. Who can we talk to? Who can we say some love back in Winnipeg for?
Everybody. It's a city in a whole. You know, I got mad love for Winnipeg, from the streets right down to the corporate offices. Got Finale out there, down in my man Kenny Boyce. You know what I'm saying? The film and cultural events planned for the city of Winnipeg. They've been holding me down from the get-go. Like, I mean, I can't deny it. And every time I'm away from Winnipeg too long, I gotta come back. So y'all be seeing me soon.
Nice, nice. Boys in Winnipeg, you hear that? And what about you, Jay? Who can you give some thanks to? Who are some people instrumental in the community that show you some love? Besides Cash Bradshaw, who else is there?
Well, yeah, I mean, Cash, that's my partner right there. But as far as support, I mean, you got to give it up to Jan the man right here.
Oh, thank you. I've been supporting you guys forever, yeah. But I'm just one fan. I'm one fan. All you other fans, I know you love this guy. I know you love his music too, and you see his hard work going out there. I've noticed it for years. Just keep supporting him. Keep listening to his music. Keep telling them they're doing a good job. Keep listening to it. Keep sharing it with friends. Share it on your Facebook. Share it on your social media. Email it around. Go to his concerts. Go to the shows. Participate in the videos. Get involved, because that stuff it's really important to these guys. When you're doing this level of music, you need all your friends behind you, and you need all the fans to really group together, and support.
Well appreciated.
Oh yeah. So let's talk about being a singer-songwriter for a minute, okay? Like we're not just rapping verses, let's say, over some beats that someone else made. We're making the entire song from scratch. What are some of the songs that you've brought out here, or one in particular that you think everyone should give a listen to of yours? Okay, give a name of a song here for the fans so they can go and have a listen.
You go first.
What do you got?
Like off of some new stuff or what?
Yeah. Anything. Well, actually, what song do you think should? We'll go to Black Juice 403 on YouTube. What song do you think everyone should at least watch before to get to know you? You know what I'm getting at? Like that one song that you know, that you love, that you did that video, and that everyone will get to know you a little bit from that one.
Yo, there's this one track called Tears, which is kind of like a real personal track to me.
Okay, Tears.
That's like straight up storytelling.
And it's on YouTube there on your channel, Black Juice 403?
Yeah.
So check it out, everybody. Tears.
That one features Jesse James from Makeshift Innocence, or the former Makeshift Innocence, which is now Forrest Black.
There you go.
Also, I got another track called Beautiful Nightmares with Jordan Cunningham and Cash Bradshaw.
Beautiful Nightmares. I love the sound of that. That's a great track name.
Yeah, shout out to Pretty Dead for the video on that. That was kind of like our first that was a nice kind of big production kind of video that we did. And then me and this guy got a track called Numbers that's coming out soon.
We about to do numbers. We about to do numbers.
It's all about the numbers. It's all about the numbers, right?
Word.
Okay.
Myself,
what about you? What are your tracks? What do you think everyone should listen to get to know you?
What I'm seeing is that Nike in the background, and I'd say the track for me would be Nike for the Chick.
Nice.
I released that a little while back. If you check the video, it's got a lot of Calgary in it.
Okay.
It's more grungy hip hop. Brought back to what we grew up off of, like in the verses and stuff like so. So that's
it's Nike what?
Nike for the check.
Nike for the check.
Oh, my nigga, Nike for the check.
Love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah. But if you do have time,
so is it like the story of trying to get a sponsorship from Nike and trying to get a check?
No, you know what? No, not exactly. It's the metaphor.
Okay,
it's the metaphor. Everybody that everyone that I keep around me is like. Oriented, like business oriented, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Looking to pursue their goals and their dreams.
Of course.
And with that, the money comes along with it.
Of course, we're chasing checks,
being
basically.
ready for that. Exactly. Being ready for that. You know
okay.
What I'm saying? So
I got you ready position to catch that check.
Thank you for the check.
I love it. I'm going to steal that later. For the check. I'm going to say that at work now.
What's
going on with work videos?
That's good. Respect.
What's going on with so what are we saying over here? Tears and Beautiful Nightmares. We'll check it out. There you go. Gaynor just said that. She's checking out the video right now. She's going to check out the songs.
Respect. Delio just popped up the link for those videos right there, too. So
on Jay's feed right now. We're live on Facebook.
And Delio's going to be having a tour going out. So respect for the love, man. Make sure y'all look out for his Canada-wide tour.
What's that? Stage 628. I think that's June 28th and 29th, but don't quote me on that.
What do you guys think?
Check out Delio's page. And find out that information.
Yeah. Have you been to Stage 628 yet?
Not for an event. I've been.
I was there yesterday.
I've been to the venue.
Yeah, I was there yesterday. Checking it out.
Looks pretty dope.
It is actually
kind of
intimate. I got some pictures. Yeah.
Yeah, but I haven't actually been.
Nice stage, nice DJ booth, nice room.
Yeah.
150, 200 peeps can fit in there. You can have a really good show. Yeah, really good show. Mm-hmm. Awesome bathrooms, nice people, good bar.
Bathrooms, that's important, huh?
It is to me, man. How many times have you been somewhere where the bathroom is the raunchiest place in the whole place? You wonder what's going on in the kitchen, right? You wonder who's been touching those plates, right?
You walk in and you do a U-turn.
Oh man, that just creeps me out every time. Every time. I always check the washroom everywhere. Make sure the facilities are up to par before we have any parties here. Okay, so speaking of parties, anything coming up? Any good things coming up? Or any concerts we're going to? Or are you going to anything at Stampede? Any big hip hop ones at the Cowboys tent that you guys are going to dive into?
Personally, I don't have much plans for that. I take that as it comes. You know what I'm saying? The workload with the music as it is just constant and forever going. So with everything else, I just kind of take it. No big performances coming.
But I will be going to Delio's show on Stage 628.
And that's where my next.
In fact, I think.
Okay, good. So
I think he just booked us. You just booked us on the show.
Yeah.
I hope you could afford my fee though, Deli. But anyway, we'll be there. We'll be there.
One thing I'm gonna try to do this summer is hopefully, if I can, I'll go on the road with him for a couple of dates, maybe out in the U.S., LA, or something like. So he's got a couple coming up.
Nice.
So if I do have the time, I'll be making it on the road with him.
So that's it. Let's follow these guys' websites, okay? So J.Thaddeus.com, so you'll hear about the tour dates and the show dates and all that good stuff, and also on freezemusic.com, and that's musiq.com on the end, okay? So just shout it out again. You guys write that down. Get on these guys' website, and you'll be able to follow along and see what's going on and where the shows are, and if you're interested, come out and support, okay? Don't forget.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
How do you guys feel about the recent tracks with the island vibe, the heavy island vibe?
It's huge. Yeah, it's coming through.
How do you feel about it?
I mean, that's a trendy thing right now.
It's a flavor. It's a flavor.
Yeah, I mean, it's
about time.
It
was always creeping in there.
Yeah, always creeping in there.
What do you think? I feel
Definitely.
like, to be honest, I feel like it's almost a little.
Oh yeah, he came back. Snoop Lion. Yeah.
That fucked him up a little bit, actually. That fucked him right up.
Somebody got him. Dread got him.
He got some
fucking. You're what?
Right, a little cuckoo there.
No Snoop Dogg business. Yeah, Snoop Lion.
Anyway, keep going, Jay. What do you think of it? Are you going to drop any island flavor in any of your work now, or what?
I was actually just going to address that. I do feel like it's a little bit. It is a little.
You got aired out.
I know, because it is. It is. To me, I find it very kind of like recycled. Like, I feel like they're always going back and just kind of like redoing. Like, it's not very. I don't want to say it's not creative, but
I brought it up.
Yeah, like it's just kind of like, you're remaking another island or another reggaeton or Caribbean track. Like it's.
No,
but it is catchy. It is catchy, and it's like It's good radio music, and it works.
It's working.
It is working. I'm heavily on like.
But Anthony, don't you ever do that again?
yeah.
They cut me off right before I was about to explain myself.
Yeah.
And this guy's trying to air me out live on Facebook.
Yeah.
Don't air anybody out. Keep it
like
clean.
how I feel like with the whole.
What do you guys think of Future? Mask on, mask off. What's he saying in that song?
Mask on.
What's he saying?
A bunch of nothing.
Percocet.
A bunch of nothing.
That's me, by the way. That's the guy right here that says Percocet 20 times today.
No,
I can't remember anything else.
But you got to admit.
Mask on and Percocet. That's all. And Miley Cyrus or something he says in there. It sounds like that. It sounds like.
You got to admit that Future is like the face of current hip hop.
Mask on. Fucking right.
That is like the face of like what hip hop has kind of evolved into.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, he's a real creative dude.
I actually saw him perform in very, very good performance. Like, I mean, he was better than the opening act that night. That was Drake was the opening act. Sorry, I mean, I don't mean it. But he came out and he owned the crowd. He blew it away. Yeah. He blew it away. And that crowd, prior to that, I wasn't big on Future, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and,
but
as an artist, I look for what you can, I know, past the glitz and the glamour, what the content and the quality of your production, everything like so. So with him, when I saw him live, I was like, that is well done. He owned the crowd. He owned the concert. He took it.
That's awesome to hear. What do you think about Drake? Is he keeping up? Is he keeping up with his stuff?
Oh yeah.
Is everyone still in love?
Slouch. No slouch.
Okay, what about Rick Ross? Is he keeping up?
My
favorite song is still Speedin'. If you guys ever listen to that one, think back on that one. It was a good one. Speedin'. It was just so fast, man. It feels like we're just blasting through life on that one.
I like Ross. I feel like, and his last album was bananas too.
What do you think about Kendrick Lamar lately, and what's his remixing there with those other guys? He's got that one. He's on it with someone else there. What's that one? I was just listening to it the other day on the Heat. I listen to XM Radio, the Heat channel, all the time. It's usually the new stuff is always coming through there.
Okay.
So it's a good one for you guys if you ever want. Yeah, check out XM Radio, the Heat. Two funny things on my XM Radio. I usually listen to the Chill or the Heat. So I'm either hot or cold. That's how I find it out. Black or white, right? Hot or cold. You know, go or stop. So fucking simple with me, right? Yeah. So that's it. I'm either chill or I'm looking for the heat. What do you guys listen to? Where do you guys get music from? Where do you get inspiration from? Is there something that's dialed into your phones? You guys on Spotify listen to the latest, the oldest?
I listen to the most random.
Are you only listening to indie? Are you listening to way back? Are you remixing old ideas with new shit? Like, what are you thinking about?
I listen to like from the old school hip hop. Like personally, I don't really listen to much new hip hop. Nothing at all, really.
And that's right.
I usually listen to some hardcore gangster shit.
Okay.
And besides that, I listen to other genres.
Okay, cool.
From Prince, those guys, of course, down to Aerosmith, all the and Metallica. I have like the most random selection.
Metallica skate deck over there.
There you go. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I love rock.
And I find inspiration in all of it.
I love all music.
How it comes into my music is I adapt just bits and pieces out of everything.
Yeah.
And kind of make my own sound. So that's why I listen to it.
Some friends of mine told me that hip-hop became pop music now because you got Chris Brown doing blends with these pop artists and everything sounds techno and trendy and dancey.
There's a heavy pop.
What do you guys think of all this danciness and it all blended up, eh?
Mm-hmm.
It all got in bed together.
I don't mind dancing when it's time to dance, you know what I mean? But I also appreciate the art of the craft itself.
Okay.
Like when it comes to, if for that instance, like the Nicki Minaj and Remy Ma beef. Yeah. Remy Ma came and she brought that hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
She did.
And the way it was countered by that pop. That's what I don't like. It was countered with a pop sort of, and I don't mean that.
So it took away the hip hop edge that she brought.
You gotta be able to
cancel it out.
Exactly. It needs to have its same shine. Like she could have came on that level.
Yeah.
But the overshadowing of the pop, the sense that you need the pop, right there, it wasn't a time for that. It was a time to bring it back. And I mean, I don't know. How do y'all feel about that?
Do we love Nicki Minaj? What's
I do love
Troy
Nicki Minaj. Don't
Mask
get me
Off
wrong.
remix,
She bad.
Kendrick. Troy's telling us he's throwing us his favorite now. Mask Off by remix by Kendrick.
Exactly. Troy, he's just trying to show up because he just came back from Vegas and he saw Future live in Vegas.
Did he?
My man, Banknotes. Banknotes, what's up, blood?
I'm going to Vegas next week. I'm going to see Robin Schultz on Saturday night. I'm going to go see him.
Word.
And then we're going to see the Michael Jackson show on Friday. Okay. Robin Schultz is a DJ guy. You can check him out later. Mm-hmm. And he makes some really good club banging. And we're going to go see him at the Wynn. He's in the Wynn nightclub there.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah. And I was going to check out... we're going to go like Thursday to Monday. So just like 5 days or whatever, 4 nights. It's going to be good. I go to Vegas all the time.
Yeah. I hear the price from here to there is real nice.
It's amazing.
Yes.
You got to go check it out. Yeah. All the shows, the pool parties, they have hip-hop and dance music basically blaring everywhere. It's either or, right?
I like that.
And it's just, they have the best pool parties, and they split up the music too, so they actually give us both of what you want all the time.
Yeah.
Vegas is so good at giving kind of everybody what they want there.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's really nice. Yeah. It's really nice.
Definitely
totally recommend it.
I hear Montreal. Did you go to Montreal the other day?
No.
I heard that's the place to be. Have
Yep.
you been to Montreal?
No, not lately.
Everywhere,
I have a long time ago, but not lately.
Okay. Every time, like everywhere I've been, where it's the most insane party you could ever think of, there's somebody that's there that's like, yo, you think this is crazy?
Yeah.
You got to come to Montreal.
Yeah, without a doubt, it happens. All
Must
the
be
time.
something about like I don't know why Calgary is so tightly wound kind of thing, but I hear about that about Vancouver and Montreal and Toronto. It seems these other cities have more experience, more lax in the whole thing. People are partying crazier. I don't know what.
I think Calgary's a different type of fun.
It seems like we have a weird kind of like
It's more of a outback type fun. I think.
Yeah.
That's the like like
though,
people. There's the things that, and even all the bars out here. I mean, it's not bad. I like I like me some Calgary, but all the bars out here are more so like pubs. You know what I mean? It's more popular to go to pubs than it is to go to clubs.
Yeah,
exactly, the beer house. So I mean, it's just a different type of
kind of thing.
Yes,
yes.
So it's just a different type of
so here you go. You guys are listening to this, Calgarians, friends, everyone that's around the world is watching us on Facebook and all this.
The goons are
get some
watching.
ideas.
Respect to the goons. Respect to the goons. You got our backs.
Let's open some clubs. Let's open some hip hop clubs. Let's bring some music to the people. Let's open up more venues. There's just not enough venues. We have choices in juices and drinks and cars and all this shit today, and we still don't have any decent clubs.
I wouldn't even say you got to open up a hip hop club. Integrate.
Play it at the pubs. We could have a pub night on Thursdays. We could have live hip hop. Give everybody a chance from the community to come out. Right? Mm-hmm. They're doing it with comedy. I see comedy starting to seep into places now. Right?
Yeah.
So there should be no reason.
Chris LaBelle.
Yeah, let's give a shout out to Chris LaBelle if you're watching.
He's been very instrumental in getting like that comedy in Calgary, guys. So.
Oh yeah, I love his comedy. I love his comedy show. He's got a DJ and all that sort of stuff. He kills it out there. He kills it. Oh yeah,
nice.
Hey, speaking of even the hip hop community, shout out to Benny Johnson, who's actually he put on that 10 to 10, which I think has been kind of instrumental with kind of getting
10 to 10 was huge
hip hop.
Do you guys do the KTOD?
They're still doing it,
or whatever that is. KOTD.
Yeah. I've never.
I don't really follow it much, but I definitely
events.
appreciate what they do.
Actually, tell you the truth, me and Cash actually did a tour with KOTD when they had like a regional rap battle thing going around in Western Canada.
And how did that go?
It was pretty good. It was pretty good. Oh, actually, I remember. I think we got they got kicked out of the Red Deer venue for some. Just weird tour life stuff.
Well, tell us a good story.
It's like you went out.
Is there a good story coming up?
I can't even really remember what happened, but we got to perform, and then the battles were supposed to start happening, and then one of the organizers from KOTD got in it with a club owner, and then all of a sudden it was like, I don't know, all these bikers showed up and kicked everybody out.
Oh no!
It was like, yo, and I was like, I ain't jumping in for no. I don't know. But it was actually like a
world there.
Thing. I was like, are we in Red Deer? Like I didn't even know. Oh yeah, I got some gangster shit out there.
Wow, that's amazing though. It's just rolling in. Yeah, people are evil everywhere. Well, watch out for it. Right? People are evil everywhere. So you guys are a little showy at times. You guys are in the clubs. You got some hot babes with you. You got this and that. What's it like when weirdos come up to you guys and bug you and stuff? Like, what happens? Does that ever happen to you?
Weirdos?
Yeah, like just people bugging you in public or
to be honest,
anything?
Well, for me, like I kind of like. I mean, it's not like the paparazzi's coming at me, but anytime I've ever had like a dude or a girl or whatever come up to me and say like, "Yo, I love your show," or like even if they get like a little like they're drunk or get carried away, I just appreciate it because they could say nothing.
Good.
You know what I mean? So like,
I always take the positives too. I was talking about negatives there, but all the positives, by the way, I'm always appreciative of. I want people to come up to me in the community and say hi and say, "Hey, what a great show we did with you guys." Even someday, if they love what we did tonight, I love hearing from you guys. So please don't be shy when we're out in the public. Say hi. Say hi to all three of us. We're all approachable. We're all good guys over here.
The funniest thing was one time when I was opening up Flow Rider.
What's up, Bob?
What up, Bob? And. So
Sonny?
I'm right at the back of the stage, and they hand me the microphone, right before I'm about to do my set. And this random girl runs up to me, and she's like, "Oh my God, Flow Rider!" I was like, "Yo, You just saw a black guy with a microphone. Because I look nothing like Flo Rida. I look nothing like Flo Rida. But she just saw a nigga with a microphone. And she's like, she lost her mind. And I was just like, yo, this is kind of cool, but like, that's not me.
I'm not Flo Rida. I'll take the love. I'll take the love, right?
Yeah, I'll run with it.
You know, like we're all indie artists. I want to say that in a nice way. I think we're all, telling our story, doing our journey. This podcasting for me is part of my journey. You guys making music's yours. I respect what you're doing, hence why you're here on my show. I think you're respecting what I'm trying to do. That's why you're here,
this
right?
Is actually knowledge for sure. First time doing it.
Thank you for coming, you guys.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
It opens it up. It shares with the community, and that's the idea. That's all I want to do here. There's no fancy stuff. It's not about any of that. It's about we're real guys. We've got something to say. Got some story to tell. You know what I mean? Something to share, and people want to hear. They want to know. They want to care, right? And that's what it's all about. I think that we could even do this more in the future. Ask for some people to have a listen to certain things. Give them like a sneak listen to some of your work, you guys, right?
Definitely
and release it like this. So have a podcast and maybe release it after, and then let them get back to us. You know what I mean? And maybe make some changes to it or whatever it is that influences it differently, right? Is it hard to sell music today? Is it hard to make money making music? Like, talk about that for 2 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah. What's made it hard? So is the viewing of you guys and getting to see your stuff easier, but is the selling of it and making money harder? Like, where's the challenges?
To turn it into something that will generate hardcore currency, the money itself. That's where the challenge is. Like,
okay, so generating the actual money from your work is really tough.
And being that, and it's different. Like in the U.S., there's a lot of like. Out here, it's more common for when an artist opens a show that artist not get paid for the, you know what I mean? It's a cycle that has to be started from the ground level. If you want an artist to continue making good music, the artist needs to be able to put his life into that music.
You bet.
And to do that, he needs to be able to handle all of his bills and everything like that.
Of course.
So it's a kind of revolving.
Of course, understood.
So when in the U.S. an artist is paid to do an opening act, he takes that money and he puts that in from one song. Now he has 5 songs.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And he keeps on doing that. So, but out here it's more common to have the opening act just sell tickets to have a spot on the show.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So that makes it harder for the artist to find the time to even want to do the show.
You were talking about some of the larger artists earlier. We were yapping about them. Mm-hmm. They're saying nowadays even they are having a tough time making money from selling the music, and that where they're making money is the shows, the performances. Beyonce selling out Dallas, Texas for 2 nights, and then all her swag and merch, right, live at the show. All the kids buying it up, you know. The actual selling of her actual item of song on iTunes has declined massively over these years. And now with Spotify in play, you know, and just paying cents on the plays and stuff like this, there's all these new mechanisms and ways.
It kind of turns.
It seems like making money selling the actual songs is kind of almost over.
And actually, like Spotify, it's not. Oh, well, shout out to the Spotify listeners as well. I reached in the past 4 months, I think, over 300,000 streams.
So it's not over. So see, again, the listening is there. Being able to reach new audiences is there, right?
Yeah.
So there's some power to this. Let's go over the strength. So we have more listeners than we ever could have as an indie artist before.
Yes.
Right?
Definitely.
We have more availability to mainstream things like Spotify and iTunes and stuff than ever before. Google Play, right? We have more, what do we have more? We have more ways to drum up fans on Facebook and Instagram and all this nowadays, right?
Yeah.
We have SoundCloud and all this other stuff to share more than ever before, right? Because if you even thought about burning CDs like we used to back in the day, how much that costs to get a jewel case printed and make a mixtape and then go put it in all the haircut shops and all the places they were at, right? That all costs a lot of dough. People had to put all that money up front to make all that shit. And the time, right? So now that all went away in a sense. Some guys are still making it, by the way. I still see them out there. They still live on. But that's the other thing. And then you go to the mainstream music. Like HMV is closed in every mall, right? I remember going and buying CDs, and so did you guys. We all did this, right? So where is the mechanism now? Do you think that we're going to create another avenue here? Because I'm hoping we are, that will give you guys and everybody else a chance to actually make some money, even $1 a hit or whatever, right? $1 a song.
I mean, don't quote me because I could be wrong on this, but I heard like streaming services like Spotify and like Apple Playlist or the Google Play or whatever. I've heard there was like changes in the laws that dictate how much. Like I heard they're making a lot more money off of streaming than before.
Okay,
so streaming has actually become a pretty.
And streaming does generate.
So it's becoming a revenue source for the artist, and it's getting better, is what you're hearing. Right?
And then you got a company like Tidal that's is not as big as those companies, but they're kind of leading the way with a blueprint for a streaming service that is more profitable for artists.
Yep.
But they don't have as big of a platform as, to say, Apple or Spotify. But I do think that is literally the way for artists to make money off of their actual music.
Yeah.
CD Baby was a big thing for indie musicians back in the day. We'd produce all your CDs for you. It would get your music out to different venues online and things like that. Yeah. Those are still not quite as effective as they used to be anymore. You know, things like that are still failing a little bit. How does an indie musician get their word out other than YouTube? Like, what is the biggest thing? Is it SoundCloud and YouTube today? Like, where do people just browse your shit and you have mass listening going on?
I find, like for me, I use heavily my Instagram.
Okay.
And I think
you promote what in that?
I just
your links
from
to
the
Spotify
music
or what?
to the links exactly. Like so, like if I have a video, I make a 30-second clip of the video, or I constantly have these little short clips, these short edited clips. Exactly. Yep. Just songs that are coming, things that are going on. You know what I mean? And with that, it generates the. You can get really in depth with your. With the
insights, I've seen that.
With the insights, so it shows you the marketing demographic, and I've been using.
So you're telling us now too that your short video clips are a powerful pull to get to your Spotify link and other things.
I wish I could just release my video on Instagram.
That'd be amazing. 3-4 minute long video, right?
I'm trying to think of a way every day that I can put enough of it, but that's it. Yeah,
maybe you can cut it into 4 pieces.
Exactly.
1, 2, 3, 4, right?
Yeah, you got
a minute a shot. Working on right? See that Instagram? If you're listening, fuck. Change the rules, guys. Like people like these guys want to get their 4 minutes on. Like, come on.
Give me 3.
Yeah, give me
2 minutes
3 minutes.
And 40
come on,
seconds.
give them more than the friggin' 1 minute. It's not enough. I remember how many seconds was it when it first started? I can't even remember that now.
Yeah, 10 or 15.
More about Instagram. Do you guys know that you can have multiple pictures? It's like a deck of cards you can slide. So I put up 10 pictures now, and people don't know there's 9 more photos behind my first one. So they're liking my first one, blah, 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 but they don't even flick and know that. So everybody pay attention. You can flick photos and see more in-depth behind these Instagram shots and use that to your advantage too, right? If you go deep on a subject or whatever, right? What else, Jay? Where else is people making money? What about Europe? Do you guys sell anything in Europe? Does anyone in Germany love your hip-hop? Poland?
That's the good thing about
Italy? I had McTwist on my podcast before, DJ McTwist here from Calgary. He does a lot of break beats. He's got a whole fucking fanship in Italy and Spain and stuff that watches shit from Calgary here, and they love it. Yeah, he's got European fans.
And that's more common than you'd think as well. Like with the streaming, with the accessibility nowadays, it's not like artists nowadays in your marketing plan, a lot of them shoot out the music and see where the highest demographic is. That's why a lot of artists aren't necessarily from where they take off. It's, you know what I mean? They find out that, and I've heard of a lot of in UK and
shout
stuff.
Shout out to Cash Bradshaw, though.
Shout out. And Terrence.
Cash,
what's
you're
up?
on. Look at this. Cash must be loving
There he goes. There he goes.
I told you, this is going to keep spooling up. I even plugged you in there. Get some more juice. Black juice. Black juice. 403, baby. So we haven't been swearing very much. People thought we were going to swear like crazy on the show. We haven't been talking shit about anybody. People thought we were going to do that.
We can start, though.
we can start, that's for sure. We're trying to teach everyone a little something, too, about the grind in the game, you know? And that's why we're doing this tonight. So if you guys have questions in the future, reach out to any one of us. Talk to us about music anytime. We love hip-hop. I think everyone that knows me since high school knows that I love it. Everyone knows these guys since high school knows they love it. They're making it, making the music. So just talk to us. We want to be more involved with you guys and the fans and just people behind us, right, doing our magic. And the more you talk to us and the more you give us shout-outs, the more it fuels us to make cool stuff and more music and more events and shows and all that sort of thing, right? We need to know that people are giving a shit out there a little bit, right? So give us some props when you can.
Have you visited the music center?
I have so. I've been to the Studio Bell.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's it's very museum-like. So there's all kinds of instruments in there. Really cool pianos that were designed by all kinds of artisans and stuff.
Okay.
There's a bunch of nostalgia, a bunch of outfits that people wore. The Deadmau5 head is in there because he's a Canadian,
Okay.
So they got a feature on him. They got Drake's Wall there. They got... they've got... what's her name? Kaiza from Calgary here. She went crazy platinum on her songs, right? Kaiza? I don't know if you remember.
I didn't know she was from Calgary.
She's from Calgary.
Interesting.
Kaiza's from Calgary. So we went to see her at Jack Singer Concert Hall. She's got a thing in the Studio Bell.
Nice.
So go check it out. Everyone go check out Studio Bell. Take your kids, take your friends, go give it a shot. They have a lot of indie music events there, so definitely go on their website and look at their calendar. And also you can book their auditorium, you guys. You want to put on a classy night where everyone comes in dresses and suits and everyone's looking the thing with some catered food, and we put on a really high-end hip-hop show. That would be the place to do it. Okay. Beautiful theater seating, amazing sound in there. You've got the whole, place to yourself. It would have red carpet, limos outside, the whole nine. And there's a giant foyer downstairs that we could just fill with people and fans and stuff.
I like that idea.
Yeah, we could have a good night. We could have a really good night there. Oh yeah, it's baller. What's Patrick saying? Check out the rapper came up on SoundCloud.
Chance the Rapper came up on SoundCloud.
Yeah, that's right.
A lot of these guys came up on SoundCloud these days, and I mean, lot of these guys, no matter who they are, they still have a SoundCloud.
They do.
They're releasing religiously on it.
Still on it.
Oh yeah. It's very powerful. Good shout out there.
What do you think about the music though? Like, for everybody, it always seems that there's that one song. Even for Lil Wayne or anybody, there's that one song that seems to catch everybody's mind, and then from there, more respect comes to them, more fan base, and then more followership, and then more songs come out of them. Hopefully,
Yeah, that's.
Are you guys still trying to get that one song that grabs everybody? Is that still a goal? Do you think like that?
What do you think?
I mean, the one song. I mean, like it helps, but like I'd rather build like a legacy. So, I I want a body of work that kind of speaks for itself, and like. Maybe right now I don't have I'm not no superstar or nothing like that, but it'd be good to see a core fan base kind of just grow with you, so that when you do have that big song, and then it's much easier to pop off on that.
It is. Right? Everybody was with you already, right?
But just trying to chase that one hit wonder, that might be tough. It could work, but
I see people doing that.
One-hit wonder.
I've talked to other peeps, and they seem to be chasing that.
Yeah, I mean, there's more than one way to skin a cat, right?
So trying to make a hit, Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you there. How I believe is I don't know. My thought of the reason I make my next song is I'm an artist. I'm a musician, and I make music, and I'll be doing that. It's not about the end result being catching everybody's ear.
Okay.
For myself, I find that I've had great success in just focusing on the actual passion for the music.
Of course.
Through my passion for the music, it brought whether the funding needed, you know what I mean, at whatever time it was needed, and that's my core is the music, the craft itself, and I think people will be attracted to that, and I hope that and that's why I believe in a larger body of work as well, so that when they do see you, they get an idea of who you are as a person, and then they can make a choice as to whether or not, you know what I'm saying, and I find a lot of feedback in that. Just focusing on my craft rather than focusing on what people might like.
Good. So you're internal, you're introvert on the making, right?
Yes.
And the baking of it. Yes. And then after it comes out of the oven, if they love the bread, then all the way.
There you go.
Right? If not, well, that's okay because there's another bun coming out of the oven later anyway.
Exactly.
Wait for the next one, right?
The way I think of it is I make what I make and it's my sound. If the world says we never have a need for freeze, they never have a need for freeze, and I'm perfectly fine because I'm just making music. But the one time that the world says, "Oh, we like Freeze's music," there's only one place you can go to get it.
Okay,
and that's Freeze.
That's right.
That's why I keep it.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
I get it. And I feel like that about the people that I listen to. I want their jams. I want that music from them. I'll be honest, I really do. When I go look for Future, I want the mask on. I want that shit. You know, right?
Exactly.
I want Percocet.
Exactly.
I want Percocet.
Exactly how he says it.
I don't know
over and over again in repetition.
But I want that, man.
Exactly. That's the thing, and you can't go anywhere else but the Future.
No,
people can use. It's like the English dictionary is only so big. Every word has been used.
It has.
It's just how you use it.
Oh, hip-hop is the king.
That makes him saying Molly. Or go ahead.
Yeah, the king of slang.
Exactly.
Right? It's all slang words. It's all drawn out. Drawl, southern drawl.
Makes Molly Percocet something popular.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If we said it, it might not be as
How do you guys feel about the twist on English? How do you feel about all that? Isn't it that it's integral to hip hop?
I've done it since
twist
birth.
on English has got to be there, right?
It's natural, yeah.
Well, I mean, he's Jamaican, so their whole language is a twist on English.
Okay, there you go. There you go.
No, but since birth, if a word became popular around us,
yep.
Since I can remember. 2 days later, that word had a different way of saying it.
Of course, it's slang, right?
Yeah. And in Winnipeg, my homeboys in Winnipeg, Delhi knows and stuff, we have a different language altogether. that's a blend of like all of these words that
Killer.
are now so in depth that we build a whole sentence.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Of slang.
so it's like of
Sentence
slang.
structure on slang.
Oh
It's
yeah,
a new way of teaching kids
that
here,
if you didn't
okay?
grow up with us, you wouldn't know necessarily. Yeah.
So it's your own dialect. Now.
It is.
It's your own
It
dialect.
is.
Yeah, it's your own street slang dialect,
Yeah.
right? I love it. I love see how hip hop molds and shapes. It's not just about the music, the beats, the riffs. It's about the words. So how important are the words to you two? How important are they?
Wow, for me, very important.
Are they everything?
Yeah, I mean, that's.
Is it 80-20? Is it 80% of it the words and 20% of it the beat?
Ooh, yeah. To a point, like
I believe
I feel like the total package is something on its own. Like 50, sonically, 50. Like you gotta just like what you're hearing. You know what I mean? Like
you do.
I think a 50-50.
There's a lot of rappers that are like super dope, and you like I know they're good rappers, but I can't really listen to them. You know what I mean? And then there's some rappers that don't really say too much, but I love just how it sounds in my ears.
Yeah,
the
so
fusion
tantalizing,
of the vocals in the beat. Like how I look at vocals is the vocal is an instrument, just like any other instrument on the song.
I agree with you on that one.
Just like
it's got to blend it perfectly.
Exactly. You don't want to overtake. You want to blend right in.
Yeah,
that's what. Yeah,
I feel the same as you.
So perfectly, I think, to me, perfectly done track is a 50-50.
Okay.
I listen to a lot of the songs where it's like, when it's like classic rock and stuff, where the guitar, they let the guitar just run and it has its own verse pretty much by itself.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like then the voice comes in that.
I always want the listeners and the viewers, all you guys, thanks for supporting, to learn something. So let's ask these guys another good question.
Respect.
Here, okay?
Hold on. What dance hall jam you drop? Oh, he says he likes the dance hall jam I drop. Which one are you talking about? Let me tell the people.
Terrence, yeah, which one?
But respect. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of dance hall music as well. Being that there's the heavy.
Some love there again. Terrence, ask us, tell us what dance hall you liked, and then we can give a shout out for that. But I want to ask these guys a question, and you too, Jay, on this one. I don't think people realize how long it takes to make a song. I don't think they have any clue how long it takes to make a song. I want you guys to give us an indication of a short amount of time that it took you to make a good song, and then a long amount of time, okay? And even how long it takes to make a video. Give us an idea of this.
Go.
No,
that's actually like a very, like...
How many hours goes into this work?
It depends. Like, if you're talking about a single song, I mean, I've written a song in like 40 minutes before. Like,
okay.
Tell you the truth, especially when Cash was here, we used to grind hard sometimes. Like, there's been days we write a track, record a track, shoot the video in a day.
Wow.
So
in a 24-hour period, you had it all kind of done in one whole swing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Not even 24 hours. I'm talking like
18 hours?
Maybe 8 hours.
8 hours.
Like,
unbelievable.
I remember actually shout out to Jeremy Pesos and Filio and my man Cassius Kane. One time we just met up for lunch one time, and then we met up for lunch, and then we're like, yo, we should all do a track together. An hour later, we were at Trey Mill's studio. We recorded a track, and then we shot the video.
Nice.
Like,
wow.
Sometimes it happens that quick, but then there's times where like, shout out to my man Havana, because this guy asked me to do just 16 bars a month ago,
Okay.
and I'm still struggling with it. So it really just depends, man.
Okay, I get it. So what's the longest time it took to make a song for either one of you guys? Is there something that took a year? Is there something that took 6 months?
Ain't finished yet.
Yeah, I think probably. Yeah, I mean, there's some songs that are like, I hear a beat and I get really inspired, and then I do a verse like real quick, and then I get away from it, and then when I go back to it, I don't have the same inspiration, so I just let it sit there until I find that inspiration.
You bet.
That beat.
The energy or the feeling comes back, right?
That could be forever, like.
It could wait forever in a minute, right?
I mean, I still have tracks that I have like one verse for, and I haven't finished the song, and it's only like 2 years old.
And they just sit there on ice kind of thing, eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
And sometimes they evolve to different songs.
And you can bring them up and bring them back in a play. Yeah. Okay, I got you. It's a project, right? It's a project. Making music's a project-based business kind of thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right? Each one's a project. It has components. It has variables. You guys are mixing with that and playing with that, tuning that, tweaking that, making that, creating that, blending that.
Yeah.
Like, you think about everything that's going down, eh? Right?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And then brought into the
It's
final
unbelievable. You start to do the bars and the mixing console, and then you get into video, and you get into video editing, and you get to match the music with the lips, and everything's got to look good. And like, there's so much pickiness that goes down, right? You can sit there for hours, right? Turning buttons and knobs and not being happy, right? And just wanting more out of it. You could go back and do it again. How many times?
I know that.
Yo, shout out to Sean. You remember those days we used to shoot videos on the fly in the wintertime. So we'd be out in the cold, like minus 25.
Oh, wow.
So we shoot videos real quick on those days. Real quick.
Well, what stopped you from making videos? Was it Cash leaving? Is that
No,
why
we
you
still,
don't make videos?
we still be shooting videos.
Where's Cash? Is he coming back?
We got videos like crazy busting off this. Go ahead.
So yeah, he's in California. Yeah, he'll be coming back here soon.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, he shoots videos just
all the
as much
time.
as Cash does.
You making them every month?
2 months.
Every 2 a month?
Yeah.
Awesome.
For
Okay.
some, like,
well, you're using the clippets on Instagram as well, so you know
So
the
those
power
are
of
these,
video, right?
yeah,
You know
yeah,
the power of that, right?
And that was like, I got that from the videos that I've been releasing and stuff like so. So it's just, it started from I was signed to a record label. They paid for this big budget video. I liked the video, but it wasn't me in the video. Of course. So, but I'm a knowledge seeker. So I was like, I could probably do this. So I bought the camera, and that's when we shot Do It. So I just shot a whole bunch of footage. I was traveling cross country while we were
Don't you love just shooting first?
Yeah.
And then coming to the second level of things is when you're editing second. It's a whole other experience, isn't it?
Oh yeah, work.
Yeah.
Work. That determines your work ethic and your drive.
Yep.
Some videos just like sound.
I love the
are
editing
done
part.
quick.
The shooting for me is not as exciting as the editing. The editing to me is the fun part because you really get to create the product there. And it's exciting times, right? But if you've got really good footage shot, then you're really going to make something awesome. So the footage does have such a key play into everything, right? Yeah. The right synchronicity, the right timing, all these kinds of things. The right message and the right view of what's viewing there. Yeah. Like, what are we looking at, right? Do you guys ever dip in? I'm a marketer, you know that, obviously. Do you ever dip into the psychology of things? Do you guys ever go after the emotions? Do you ever go after the pull on that sort of stuff? We talked about the emotional pull in ways.
How more specifically, what do you mean?
Just in your writing or in your song crafting or your making, do you think about emotions? Do you feel emotions? Are you shooting for those?
When I was, again, with that first record label, they brought me into the studio with a very good producer. His name was Shane. And he showed me, there was this thing that he showed me in the studio. There was 2 lines, the graphs. And he's like, everything above this line is what you hear. Everything below this line is what you feel. Okay. And then he explained to me stuff like, the reason you get that chill up your spine when you hear a song, that's what you feel. It's not what you hear that strikes that feeling. Okay. And so he taught me how to hone in on that. That's why I play with my voice and bring it deep and, you know, let it make the hairs.
You want the hair on the back of your neck stand up.
Exactly.
Listen to this.
Because I know what you
listen to this. This is how hard he's working for you right here. He wants the hair right here to stand up to the music. He wants to pull you in and just fucking drive that shit right into your love soul. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. I love it. I love it. And Jay, what do you think about that? What do you think about emotion, about the pull, about getting people like pulled right in and the feeling?
Cadence that you use.
Yeah, I mean, I to be honest, I don't really. I feel like I don't really think about it. Like, it just kind of comes with like a vibe. You know what I mean? Like yeah. If I'm to be honest, it's not really like the forefront of like my writing process. It's kind of just like I just kind of like rock with what I'm rocking with, and if it, you know, if it pulls on people, then it does. But that's not really my process.
Okay.
Touching on Prodigy, I think that's what I learned from him. Like he says whatever the hell he wants to say, whether it rhymes or it doesn't rhyme. And I think the cadence in
Prodigy. I think you're thinking of Ghostface.
No, Prodigy is what, like Prodigy.
Hand to hand, the cadence is his speed delivering, right? And the way he does it with the beat and so on, he can rhyme or not, and it still flows.
It's still, you wouldn't know.
You know what I mean?
You wouldn't know. So that's one of the big things that I got from Prodigy. Just how you say it will make the difference.
Okay, I get it. So what else? Are we good here? We've been talking and wrapping around here for about an hour. Do we want to close it up and say bye to everybody and then come back another day and give them some more?
I'll definitely come back with you.
Okay.
Thanks for having us again.
Thank you guys for coming to the show.
Experience for sure.
I love it. We've got some video footage we can share with our fans and friends later. We're going to run a podcast later on the Jan City Podcast Show. So all these guys will have links on their Facebook and Instagram and stuff. We'll share that and that'll be uploaded, and you guys can listen to this audio portion here again and again, and maybe pick some things out of it and learn something from the business that we're into here with hip-hop. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for watching. Thanks for being part of our lives. Without you guys, we don't have a show. We don't have music. And it's not going anywhere, right? So we need you. We love you. And we really appreciate all of you. Big time, okay? Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having us, for sure.
All right, we're shutting down. Good night, guys.